This is the Transformers collaborative Back to the Future mashup Gigawatt. The long and the short of it is, this is what if a Transformer became the DeLorean from Back to the Future. With that gimmick in mind, as well as the scale of this figure, I think its execution was done very well. Not perfect, but so few things are. Starting in the robot mode, from a distance, it's actually quite subtle, especially since most of its colors are just black and silvers, but it has a lot of hidden details once you get closer. Most obvious on his chest is the flux capacitor, as well as the time circuits. The former is nicely molded behind a piece of clear plastic, and the latter is printed on said clear plastic. Both of these being front and center on his chest helps to prevent this from seeming uninspired, as well as drawing attention away from the fact that his chest is huge. I feel that it is now appropriate to mention that this is a retool of the Siege Sideswipe, represented by Red Alert. Seeing these two back to back reinforces the idea of just how big his chest is. This makes it difficult for him to see over his chest. He comes with 3 accessories: a blaster, a Mr. Fusion, which can be attached to the back or the top of the blaster, and the lightning rod from the first movie. Nice inclusions that make sense. They're also more detailed than one would probably expect, especially the Mr. Fusion, although the paint rubs a little too easily. Last thing that I would like to mention is that his posability is slightly more limited than the average Sideswipe mold. The 2 main points of contention are the knees and the head. The transformation is pretty close to the Sideswipe mold, but the chest and the top of the shoulders are almost completely unique. And while I wished I liked the transformation more, it has some clearance issues. The 2 worst examples include the flux capacitor on the chest and the gold wing doors. You can see a bit of the paint rub there as well. This is a beautiful alt mode though. The amount of molded and painted detail is pretty absurd. Just to mention a few of these, there's the silver grill up front, all the painted wires in the back, as well as the At a Time license plate. But this thing can do more than just look pretty. You can open the doors, although as mentioned earlier, you have to be careful with that. And you can store all the accessories on the figure. You can put the Mr. Fusion and the lightning rod on the back, although they never appeared on the DeLorean together. And the blaster can snugly fit under the front of the car, which does not impede the rolling. Legitimately, one of my favorite versions of weapon storage. Saving my favorite detail for last, you can fold the wheels in to recreate its hover mode. But it looks a little underwhelming, until you notice the peg hole on the bottom, which fits a standard stand, not included. Definitely my favorite way to display it. Just be careful because the wheels can fall off if not handled correctly. Overall, this is a great time machine for any Back to the Future fan, even if you're not a fan of Transformers. The alt mode is just that good. And while the alt mode does pretty much blow the robot mode out of the water, it's still pretty good with the amount of detail and engineering put into it.